Well, boot camp was about, 4 months? Give
Yeah.
or take.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I signed up. We got to the depot in Kankakee to go up to Chicago. We all had our papers, and must have been about, maybe 15 of us. We went up, and we eventually got to the boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
And we got there late. I was in civilian clothes, and they marched us over to a bunk, and they said, "Okay, get in bed. Just grab a bed. Just get in bed. Here's a sheet and a pillow."
A rack. Grab a rack.
A rack, yeah, a bed. Yeah, see? That's true.
No.
Those are words that you had to change over.
Yeah, you had to learn the
A
language.
wall is a bulkhead.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So there they said, "We're gonna turn off the light," and pretty soon. So I just got in the bottom rack.
Good job.
Good job. And I sat there, 18 years old. I laid back in my pillow, and I said, "What the hell did I do?" And I started to, not cry, but tears started to come in, and they were coming down and going into my ears, my tears. And all of a sudden, I just got a hold of myself. Okay, you got 4 years, so just stop it. And that was the last time I did that. I was ready to go.
Oh, man. So my story, very similar story. Marched us in. They ran us through that night. We grabbed the rack, picked us up in the morning, and took us down. And the first day, they shave your head. There's no.
We got it the next day.
You're not walking around for a couple days with your hair. It's the next day. You're bald as a cue ball. And I was standing in front of the mirror, and I had a beautiful head of hair at one time. You probably don't believe that, but there was a time
I did too.
a fantastic head of hair, and they shaved me up my head, and they marched us back, and it was that afternoon. And I was standing there looking at the mirror, and my head had never been that bald, and I'm looking at my ugly head because you don't appreciate your head when you've had a
When you had hair until you don't.
Just looks like just a terrible accident happened. And I got emotional. I started kind of tearing up, and then I'm like, well, I'm here now. And that was it. It was a switch. You throw that switch.
You had to face it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to leave tomorrow morning and go back home.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're in lockdown.
You're late when you put that hand up, the right hand. I swear, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You're in.
Your property
You're damn right.
of the United States Navy.
Right.
Yep. You have your number stamped right on you. They label you clearly.
Well, you never forget your serial number.
No. Yep.
I forget my social security number once in a while, not the serial.
You got that locked in.